The Brothers Garcia is an American teen sitcom created by Jeff Valdez and Mike and Gibby Cavalos. It aired on Nickelodeon from the years 2000 to 2004, running for 4 seasons and producing 52 episodes. The show focused on an American middle-class family of 6 that lived in San Antonio, Texas. The episodes are narrated by an adult version of Larry Garcia, the family's youngest child. Larry was a NASA-obsessed nerd, Lorena was his manipulative drama queen twin sister, his middle brother George had a love of computers, and his older brother Carlos was the cool one.
All the girls want to date me and all the guys want to be like me.
The father of the family, Ray, worked as a history teacher.
Hey! And that's all it took from our dad to get our attention. One single grunt. Thank you.
And their mother, Sonia, was a hairdresser. In every episode, Larry recounts memorable events and experiences he had while growing up within his lively American family. If it sounds like The Brothers Garcia was just a typical American sitcom about an eccentric family, that's because it was. And it wasn't. In this video, I'm going to talk about what made The Brothers Garcia different from the other American teen sitcoms at the time, and why it's important today. Welcome to Dial Up Digest. If you want to watch videos all about TV shows from the 90s and 2000s, subscribe for new videos every Thursday. While watching The Brothers Garcia, I was always surprised by what antics this family would get into. Whether it was holding a wrestling match in their backyard or signing their dad up to travel to outer space without his consent. With so many different personalities living under one roof, you can bet there was never a dull day at the Garcias. Within these stories, we would watch the Garcia kids stumble through making mistakes and learning from them.
I threw it away.
Why?
Because I love my family, and I wasn't trying to make fun of everybody. I just wanted my class to enjoy my family the way I did.
Oh.
The show told its stories using just the right amount of comedy to keep us entertained without distracting from its main themes. The show explored typical teen and family problems, but in the end they always grew from their experiences and stuck by each other's side. While The Brothers Garcia featured the hallmarks of many other American teen sitcoms of that time, there was something unique about the show. What made The Brothers Garcia stand out among the rest was that it was the first English language sitcom in America to have an all-Latino cast and creative team. Therefore, the premiere of The Brothers Garcia in the year 2000 marked a milestone in Latino American media. Although The Brothers Garcia did feature elements of the family's Latino roots, like speaking the occasional Spanish, some music here and there, and Lorena's obsession with Spanish soap operas, at its core, the show was about an American family who happened to be of a Latino background. The focus of The Brothers Garcia is not on the family's Latino American heritage, but on the experiences of the characters. The Brothers Garcia had a particular emphasis on the family unit. Even though the family in the show was of a Latino American background, the values that were expressed, such as honesty, trust, love, integrity, and perseverance, can be relatable to any family. For this reason, The Brothers Garcia was also a realistic representation of a real-life Latino American family. The show didn't pander to stereotypical associations of the Latino community with immigration, gangs, drugs, and violence. Instead, the characters spoke English without an accent, they were smart, hardworking, non-violent.
I'm not sure, but all I know is violence is never the answer. So I'm not gonna fight you, Reggie.
And law-abiding. The Brothers Garcia was a wholesome, family-oriented show that did an unprecedented job of representing the diversity within Latino American communities. It broadened the awareness of what a Latino American family might look like, which is especially meaningful to those who had never met one. This is one of the reasons why representation in media is so important. If someone only ever sees negative stereotypes of certain people in the media, it's easy to associate those those images with the real people. The Brothers Garcia, as a show that featured a family with Latino heritage, was the first of its kind, but it wasn't long before that changed. In 2002, ABC brought us The George Lopez Show. 5 years later, Disney came out with The Wizards of Waverly Place, and in 2016, Stuck in the Middle was born.
Sometimes it feels like things are out of control, like you're living in a circus.
As groundbreaking as The Brothers Garcia was, it almost didn't get the green light. At the time, executive producers were hesitant in airing an all-Latino cast. To them, it either seemed un-American, too Latino, or not Latino enough. The television program was being labeled as a show about a Latino American family instead of an American family who happened to be of a Latino background.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
For this reason, The Brothers Garcia was rejected by multiple networks, including ABC. Luckily, in the end, Nickelodeon agreed to air the show, and it was a move that made history. The Brothers Garcia went on to become a beloved American sitcom, earning 6 awards and nominated for 11. 21 years after The Brothers Garcia aired, much progress has been made when it comes to diversity in American media. However, to this day, Latino Americans and non-white Hispanics continue to be among the most underrepresented groups in media relative to their numbers in the general population. According to a 2020 study, researchers discovered that across broadcast, cable, and streaming services, Latino Americans accounted for 18.8% of the general population, but were visible for only 5.5% of screen time. This disparity shows that The Brothers Garcia was only a first step into improving diversity in American television, but to this day there is still a long way to go. The Brothers Garcia originally ended its run in 2004, but little did we know there was more of the Garcia family to come. In 2021, 17 years after the show ended, a sequel to The Brothers Garcia was announced. The best part is, the sequel is set to feature all of the original cast members. The 10-episode series, titled The Garcias, will air on the streaming service HBOMAX. The Garcias follows the family, all grown up, 17 years into the future. The crew is vacationing for 3 months at a luxury vacation home by the beach. It'll be interesting to see the family dynamic now that everyone is older. I'm hoping the Garcias will bring back the strong, family-oriented spirit of the original series and once again remind us
Of the value of each member of our family, and that the give and take not only affects ourselves, but those that we also care about. Todo para la familia. Everything for the family.
Did you watch The Brothers Garcia? What did you think of the show? Let me know in the comments down below. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok at dialupdigest. Until next time, my friends, dialing out.